Alice McGregor, busiest. Good afternoon. Alice McGregor, busiest. That is all. Copy. Thank you. Have a good evening. AI absent, busiest.
BTS, red, Osprey shortly departing, Royal Clear Cows, please.
AI absent, busiest. That's all. Copy. Thank you. I've got no immediate traffic to effectuate this time. Red Osprey departing Royal Beer. All received, sir. Thank you. Gas Defiance Hillhead inward bound for SO. The SSL Hawaii is now on Calshot turn outward bound, and the NACC Indian passing SO outward bound.
Oh, copy, sir. Thank you.
Ahoy, shipmates! Oh, it's another warm day here in the Port of Southampton. I had bang on time. In fact, slightly early. I was caught me off guard. I nipped down to the galley to top up my icy cold beverage because it's now warmed up. It's now 31.5 in the captain's cabin. I see the weather forecast is on the change, so we might have some cooler days coming ahead. I'm slightly looking forward to some cooler days, if I'm honest. Been a lot of hot days here. But anyway, today we have 3 ships departing. We have the Iona. at 5 o'clock, Oceania Insignia at 5 o'clock, and at the moment we have the Celebrity Apex. Celebrity Apex, she's going to give us some passengers and crew numbers shortly. I did hear the pilot say it. She's a Celebrity Apex is off to the fields for 8-day round trip, calling it Hogsund in Norway, Ålesund in Norway, Flam in Norway, or Flom, I think it might be pronounced, and then Bergen in Norway. So our shipmate Tant Hans Olof Moore could be quite happy about that. I didn't hear where Celebrity Apex was going to turn. I didn't know if she's turning in the middle swing round or heading a little bit further down. The Disney, for instance, the Disney Cruise, Disney Dream, she's been going all the way down to the lower swing ground. Oh, quite a few shipmates on the balcony there, on their stern cabins. Lovely cabins, those. I thought I saw a flag, but it was just someone with a bright T-shirt. I don't know if we'll get any flags today or not. It's funny, we get days where we get 3 or 4 flags and days where we get no flags at all. Let's see, who do we have in the chat? Oh, there, Georgina Stevenson. She's been at a medieval day in Hereford. Fantastic. Slightly different. Mead and honey and rhubarb. Reminds me of that 1970s film, Rhubarb, Rhubarb. Now, ahoy there, shipmate Spike. Ahoy there, Ruby Roo. Ahoy there, Elizabeth Leeborn. Ahoy there, Nicola Saw. Ahoy there, Andy W. Ahoy there, Carol Finnis. I noticed somebody mentioned about the Brabblebank cricket match. I totally missed it this morning. It would have been fantastic conditions for the Brabblebank cricket match. Lovely warm water, lovely calm conditions this morning. Beautiful low tide. I saw some photographs. The Brabblebank was really exposed. It would have been absolutely fantastic. The reason I didn't go is I didn't know it was on. There's a website I check and it comes up roughly with the date when it is approximately, but I had no idea when it was on. Oh, I missed that one entirely. I'm very annoyed about that. The captain's very annoyed about that. Ahoy there, Annette. And ahoy there, the crafty chimp. Ahoy there, Donna, the Lancashire lass. Ahoy there, Raymond Morris. And ahoy there, Christine McCutcheon. I think I've got it. If I'm missing one, apologies. There we go. The Celebrity doing a little spinny thing. Why does the Celebrity Apex use the middle swing round, but the Disney Dream reverses all the way down? That's a question for VTS. I might have to pose them. Although it's probably a pilot's choice, isn't it? The Celebrity Apex, relatively new ship import. She did give us the honour of actually going past the Needles on her way out, but she won't be going that way today because she's off to the fiords, so she'll be heading east channel past the Isle of Wight. She is 5 years old, built in 2021. 130,000 gross tonnes. It's got a maximum double occupancy of 2,900, maximum of 3,521. I'm guessing it'll be somewhere around the sort of 3,200 passengers on board. Has a number of sister ships: the Celebrity Edge, Celebrity Beyond, Celebrity Ascent, Celebrity Excel, and the Celebrity Excite. I wonder what they'll pick next. Here is a cruise that Paul from Solent Ships Voyages sent over. That's for April next year, the Transatlantic Repositioning Cruise. Now, you may have to fly over to Florida, but once you're there, you can get a cruise ship all the way back to the UK, the wonderful port of Southampton. 13 nights on board, and let's see, what does this itinerary cover? So, starting off in Port Canaveral in Florida, Orlando, a couple of days at sea, King's Wharf in Bermuda, 4 days at sea, Ponta Delgado in the Azores, another day at sea, Lisbon in Portugal, a couple of days at sea, back to the port of Southampton. Probably you may have forgotten what sun's like at that time of year and might be wanting a bit of a top-up. Well, the shipmate Ginger says they're getting excited. Going on Queen Anne tomorrow for 2 weeks. Going to try away from somewhere on port side, but sadly no flag. Oh, no flag. What a shame. Where will we be? Queen Anne. I think Queen Anne will be in the. She's at 106, so you'll need to be, head up towards the top, towards the chimney on the port side. Shipmate Kerno Dreamer says it's a good flag waving day in Cornwall. 25 mile per hour gusts currently. Well, that might be quite pleasant. I could do with some refreshing gusts.
Indian VTS.
Don't fancy a transatlantic 8-night Norwegian field trip. It's very similar to this one. That calls in at Hogsland in Norway, Mald in Norway, Trondheim in Norway, Olden in Norway, Bergen in Norway, and then back to the Port of Southampton. That is for May of next year, starting at $1,352 per person for an interior, or $2,562 for a something.
Knack Indian at the hook out main channel east. Any better?
That must be something like a deluxe porthole with veranda. Sounds quite complicated. I'm guessing it might be one of these cabins that's right in front of us with the sort of big round thing. Didn't get any haulage, I don't think, from Apex so far. We've had some hit and misses with the haulage lately. Some days lots of haulage, other days none at all. Particularly seems to be the culprit for that is Disney Dream, although Chris from VTS has said he's going to have a word. So maybe they'll rectify the lack of haulage. This one is for September of next year for 14 nights. Best of Italy, Spain and France. Where does that go to then? A couple of days at sea, Gibraltar. A day at sea, Cagliari. Then Civiccia for Rome. La Spezia, Caen in France. Barcelona in Spain. Cadiz in Spain. And a couple of days back to Southampton. Fairly varied itinerary there. Some great stops. Paul said to me that Celebrity Cruises will be opening up their 28-29 cruises. If you want to pre-register, there's a link there, or scan the QR code. I haven't even checked the weather. What's the weather like? 27.7, I can attest to that. It's certainly warm. 52% humidity. There's a very gentle breeze out there. It's been a lovely calm day. Would have been marvellous to go down to the Brabobank cricket match if I'd known about it.
BTS Red Jet 6 shortly departing Town Quay for Cows.
Red Jet 6 VTS, that's all covered and cleared to proceed with caution. Celebrity Apex Pier ahead there. Outward bound, inbound traffic, the Gas Defiance past the reach in for SO.
That's all copy, thank you.
The Gas Defiance. Sounds like me on a Saturday morning after a...
to VTS, the Celebrity Apex Pierhead outward bound, thank you. And figures if you're ready.
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Celebrity Apex VTS, all copied, and yes, it's good to go.
Excellent. Passengers 3199, crew 1297, giving a total on board of 4496 plus myself.
Passengers 3199, crew 1297. That's a total of 4496 plus your good self.
Yeah, all correct. Thank you very much.
Well, I made an estimation of
All received, thank you.
3,200. I wasn't too far out, was I? 3,199. Maybe I should play guess the number of shipmates on board game. I might be quite good at that.
PTS, the gas defiance is approaching the hook in press 01, pause I2.
Gas Defiance VTS will receive, thank you.
Thank you.
Gas Defiance, that sounds like me on a Saturday morning after going out for an Indian on a Friday night. I can see lots of people aboard. It looks like they're all dressed in like sort of beach attire, doesn't it? T-shirts and swimsuits.
Red Jet 7 VTS will receive, thank you. SSL Y.
Unusually, it's definitely the conditions for that sort of thing. I think they're probably finding it quite warm out there. There is, like I say, there's not a lot of breeze. And the Celebrity Apex is fitted with these balconies. Some of the balconies have these verandas where the verandas slide down, the windows slide down, and it does it's divided opinion. Some people like it, some people don't. One hand you get a bigger cabin, but on the other hand, if you can't really get outside, if that makes sense. Well, the shipmate Paresh says, Captain, this time tomorrow will be on the Queen Anne. Hope you are streaming so I can say bye to family. Yes, should be streaming tomorrow. I don't see why not. In fact, it might be cooler tomorrow. Shipmate Mark was asking if there was going to be passenger cruise. I did think about it, and I think I probably forgot about it. I'll probably do it for the next time. We've got 4 ships, which might be next weekend. Let me check when's the next time we've got 4 ships. I think that's what I was thinking. I was trying to keep it to 4 ship days. Let's have a little look. What have we got? Yes, the 22nd, there's 4 ships departing. So that'll be the next Saturday. We'll make that the competition. I'll probably set that up way in advance so you can all have plenty of time to guess. We have 2 more departures today. One of them I'm not sure we've ever seen on the channel before, and that's the Oceania Insignia. May well have done. It doesn't one that I don't remember particularly. Well, there's a transatlantic option there, which seems quite good value for these celebrity cruises. And that's for April next year. Obviously, I've got to add on a flight to that. But 13 nights on board. This cruise is very reminiscent of what she's doing today. And that is, today she's calling it Hogsland in Norway, Ålesund in Norway, Flom in Norway, and Bergen in Norway. So a little bit slightly different itinerary, but very similar. So today we have 3 departures today. It's a little quieter Saturday. So we have Celebrity Apex, as you saw, she's on the move. Then we have Iona at 5 o'clock. She's currently bunkering. And then the Oceania Insignia at the same time. Beautifully gentle out there today. Lovely conditions. Just a pity I didn't know the Bramble Bank cricket match was on. I was rather looking forward to that. How annoying. First year I've missed it by just not knowing it was on. Normally I know a long time in advance. Well, not a long time, but normally it's 2 or 3 weeks I know beforehand. They give you an update. I don't know how I missed it this year. Never mind. There's other years. Shipmate Ginger Cole says they were on Celebrity Apex for a 4-night cruise. They personally loved the infinite veranda, as you could leave it open for some nice fresh air, though through the night, rather than having the aircon on. Yeah, good point. But then I can guess you could do that with the conventional balcony as well, can't you? You can leave the balcony door open. But yeah, I could say pluses and minuses. Excess Carey says, was I supposed to be taking a journalist? I was, yes. I was supposed to be hooking up with a journalist. No, I just don't know. Maybe they knew when it was. And no one told me when it was. So it's difficult to know when you don't know. If you know what I mean. Yes, there was a lady from the BBC that was keen to talk to me about it. So, Celebrity Apex off to the fields. She's got a few more cruises. And then in October, she heads over to Port Canaveral and is based in Florida for the winter. Then she comes back in May of next year for, well, that's that one there. That's when she comes back to the Port of Southampton, and she's back into the Port of Southampton for summer. Well, Pat Luckett said, thought the tide was blue. No, well, there was some concerns. I couldn't work out when it would be. It's difficult to read the tide so far in advance, but definitely when I looked, there wasn't a lot of low tides, but it was a good low tide this morning. I should have. It's very annoying. Never mind. Next year, I shall probably. But last year the weather was horrible. It was cold. And it wasn't actually. Sorry, it wasn't cold. There was cold rain coming out of the sky. The water was quite warm, and the low tide wasn't very low. No, it was not a very good one last year. So I was looking forward to a decent one. To organise myself here.
The Southampton BTS, Celebrity Apex, Western Southampton, thank you.
Celebrity Apex BTS, that's all. Copy, thank you.
Celebrity Apex passing the Itching Cam here, so she's passing Dockhead, heading off to the fields. Next away is either the Iona and the Oceania Insignia are both away at the same time. I'm suspecting the Oceania Insignia might be away first, purely because the Iona is still bunkering at the moment, still being topped up from the coral methane. I mean, just look how calm that water is today. It's marvellous out there. Shipmate Andy W says, the Apex 2027 will be Apex's last season for a while. Beyond will be placing on 2028. Have we had Celebrity Beyond? Oh, I don't know, actually. Quite a few shipmates out and about on Iona. Lines are all safe down there for the moment. It's not due away until 5 o'clock. Like I say, coral methane is still bunkering.
Split 2 VTS, all received, thank you.
Notice it's now 32 centigrade in the captain's cabin. In case you're wondering, shipmate, I'm the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting to you live and direct from the port of Southampton on this wonderful August day. Well, the shipmate James Dawson says, "Want to know what's up with Junction Cam? Occasionally, Junction Cam goes offline. I don't know why. It makes me cry. No, it's some reason Junction Cam just goes offline. I have to restart it, and then it seems to work again. Sometimes it lasts for ages. Sometimes it doesn't last very long at all." Well, the shipmate Jade Wood, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Oh, we have had Celebrity Beyond before, says Paul from Solent Ships Forges. Okay, thought I'd recognise the name. This is so many celebrity ships. Very similar, aren't they? Even if this sister ships, so this one is the Celebrity Edge, the Celebrity Beyond, the Celebrity Ascent, the Celebrity Excel, and the Celebrity Excite. I know we've had the Celebrity Edge in before. I don't think we've had any of the others. Celebrity Edge and Celebrity Beyond. I don't think we've had Ascent or Excel or Excite, but I could well be wrong. Shipmate James Sauciness. It went off at 6:30. Yes, I think sometimes it's when I connect to it with the live stream, it connects to the camera. Maybe I'll just take it out of the live streams. I don't actually use it in the live stream, and it seems to upset it when I connect to it remotely. Shipmate Ginger Cole likes the Edge class of ship. Yeah, I do like the vertical bow. It very much seems to be a design choice these days, isn't it, the vertical bow? Oh, Celebrity Excite apparently is just a hull. Okay, no, we haven't had that one yet. Not a very new ship.
Red Falcon BTS, that's all copy, thank you. The NATC Indian approaching the PC out to the east. Celebrity Apex just running down to Lanes Lake, outward bound.
The Celebrity Excite says Paul due in 2028. Oh, not long to wait then. We have a new ship. Talk about new ships. We have a new ship arriving Monday morning.
VTS, Coral Methane, all singled up outboard of Iona, 46 berth. Permission to shift round to 41 berths, please.
Coral Methane BTS, that's all copied and traffic cleared to the crew to depart 1627. Just be aware, Red Jet 7 Northwest Netney, we're bound for Royal Pier.
That's copied, thank you.
BTS, Red Jet 7, as you say.
Red Jet 7 BTS, all copied and cleared to proceed with caution. Dock head gauge is 4.58.
See the Celebrity Apex heading down Southampton water. That's the bow of the Iona in front of us. Yes, we have a new ship coming into ports on Monday morning, the Explorer 3. She may or may not be accompanied by a water salute. I don't know. Information vague on that one. What time is she due in? Explorer 3 is due in at 6:45 in the morning. Shipmate Brulexa thinks that Celebrity XL sounds like a spreadsheet. I know. Every time I see it, that's exactly what I think of. I think it's a very poor name. Excite's okay. That's not too bad. But XL, yeah. It's the Microsoft spreadsheet of cruise ships. I wonder if you get a PowerPoint presentation when you board the ship. And then Clippy comes over and tells you your safety, gives you your safety demo. Well, Shipmate Jade Wood says, "Hi," says, "Love watching these videos. They're amazing." Well, thank you, Shipmate. Glad you're enjoying the content. We're just watching the Celebrity Apex depart the port of Southampton. I'm not just reading the name off of the bow there. Did actually know that. You can have a quick check on Iona Yeah, there's no little men, no little shipmates there in the hatch, so nothing happening there just yet.
PTS Insignia.
Insignia.
Insignia VTS, very good afternoon to you.
Afternoon, should be good to go in about 15 minutes. Draw 6 metres, ships out to Rossendale. I'll call you back on numbers when we're ready.
Insignia VTS, that's all copied. The cold methane shortly getting underway now from the Iona around 40-51. The 2 barges will need to be shifted, then there will carries by the Williams barges that aren't currently there.
Yeah, sorry, what was the coral methane going?
Coal methane's just going around to 40-41, Bert.
Oh, right, won't bother us. Okay, thank you.
That sounds like the Oceania Insignia is off slightly early. That's good. Looks like someone's parked up their vessel there, hooked onto a buoy. Now, yeah, shipmate James also said maybe Microsoft should sponsor it. Yes, the Microsoft sponsored Celebrity XL. Shipmate Rulexa says, what was your favourite container ship again? My favourite container ship. That's an easy one. Now, I'm rather partial to the Ocean Network Express container ships. They're the ones that come in a rather fetching magenta colour. Their social media tagline is magenta, not pink. It's not pink, it's magenta. It's to do with the Japanese cherry blossom. So I'm rather partial to an Ocean Network... Ocean Network Express. The one ships... But the other day, the HMM line have an HMM Southampton. So I think HMM Southampton is probably my favourite container ship. Although we did have one the other day, which was the Almanamana, which sort of made me chuckle. That one's got a potential for a great name. So yeah, I'm tied between an Ocean Network Express ship and the HMM Southampton. Notice the ferry terminal has been very busy this weekend. That's where the Oceania Insignia will come from. Oh. Looking fairly calm out on the Solent. That is almost looking a bit overcast, isn't it? A bit sort of grey in the sky. There's not a lot of colour in the water today, not a lot of colour in the sky. It is a bit cloudy. Not cloudy, just a bit hazy. They're still trying to put the fire out in the New Forest. I smelt it again the other morning. There was a bit of a smoky smell in the air. The wind had changed direction. Currently, the wind is in a northerly, sort of northeasterly direction. But there's not much wind of it, so maybe it's blowing it this way. Well, where's the flags on the ferry terminal? Yeah, they're slightly in the northerly direction. Gentle breeze. Shipmate James Dawson is going to refer to that one as the Muppet ship, yeah. It was particularly funny because I didn't think about it until one of the... I can't remember who it was on VTS. Somebody on VTS was talking to the ship, and they just called it the Almanamana. They got stuck in a bit of a loop. It was very entertaining. Well, shipmate Will Marr says, great to discover your channel. Used to enjoy gin and tonic o'clock, watching the liners pass by the indoors gardens at Netley. Ah, I see. Excellent. Great spot there. These were the QE2 days before she got pensioned off to Dubai. Oh, yeah, that was some time ago. Well, I hope you're catching up on all the latest ships we have departing from the port. I'm suspecting the port's a good deal busier now than when you watched it back in the QE2 days. I don't have any numbers to verify that, but I would hazard a guess that it's probably almost double the number of cruise ships departing the port of Southampton as there was back in the 80s. Well, the shipmate Jade Wolf says, will you be live next week sailing on Iona? I believe so. Yeah, I believe it's a 4-ship Saturday, next Saturday, so I should definitely be live for that. I shall probably set up the guess the number of shipmates on board quiz as well. Seems to be quite popular with the shipmates. For those of you that have won, I think I've processed everyone's orders. It took me a little while to find Robert Fleming. I think it was Robert Fleming's order, because what I didn't realise was that the website is different depending on which country you're in, and for some reason mine was set to the USA, so I couldn't find his bottle green hoodie that he requested, but I found it in the end once I selected Euro. Looks like someone's having a jolly time there.
NYK Remus VTS, good afternoon.
Being towed around behind a rib.
NYK Remus VTS, that's all copied. Just confirm pilot boarding time 1800. 1800 hours local time, pilot boarding station Bravo to the east of the nav tower. Maintain a good listening watch now please, channels 12 for BTS traffic, 09 for Southampton pilots, and the pilot launch will call you with instructions on channel 09.
All sorts of people whizzing around on rings, enjoying the lovely weather and the great conditions out there on the water. James Dawson, who's a mind of history there, so he says, previously between 1968 and 97, the only regular port callers would have been QE2, Canberra and Norway. I don't know how many cruise ship movements we get in a year in the port of Southampton. I think it might be somewhere in the region of, say, something like 400 or 500 cruise ship movements. I wonder how many we would have had back in the 1980s then. 80, that would have been down to sort of like 30 or 40, I guess. Maybe a bit more than that.
VTS Insignia.
Insignia on the radio again. She must be ready to go shortly.
Insignia VTS.
Yep, just setting me up now, so good to go in the next 5 minutes, if that's okay.
Insignia VTS, that is all copied and traffic clearance is approved at 1639. Coral methane just at the entrance to the ocean dock now, just going on to 4041 bed.
Yeah, see you there, thank you.
Coral methane manoeuvring out. We can have a quick look at coral methane. Where's coral methane? There's the coral methane. So she's made her way out from bunkering Iona, filling her up with LNG. I think she's just going to be hanging around in port, so she'll be probably bunkering the Avia tomorrow. And there's a couple of barges next to Iona, which will have to be taken away. That's how it enables them to enables the people working to get across between the bunkering vessel and Iona. Shipmate James Dawson says, did anyone see the car on the Isle of Wight webcam? I saw in the news that there was a car left on the beach. I wonder what that was all about then. What if it broke down on the beach? Shipmate Margaret says, is that the man on VTS who was in the chat yesterday? Yes, that's Chris. Yes, he's so Chris is great. I've met Chris a few times now. He really enjoys the channel, and amusingly he repeats the numbers back with the cruise ships because he knows that we can't hear them sometimes if the ships are too far away. So he very generously repeats the numbers for us, which is excellent, so that we don't miss them. Some of the other VTS operators don't do that, but I don't know if anyone else does that apart from Chris. The Celebrity Apex heading down to Cowshot Spit. The Oceania Insignia is about to let go shortly, and they will see her on camera. She's pointing at us, so no spinning from her. And then I suspect, as the bunkering vessel has gone, Iona will be departing at 5 o'clock. They're all very prompt today. It's very good. It is now 32 in the captain's cabin. It's getting a little unbearable.
Some Marlow VTS, good afternoon.
VTS Mercurius just leaving 45 for the Iona.
Sam Marlow VTS, that's all copied, sir. Thank you. I've got no immediate outbound traffic for you. SFL Hawaii is just approaching the forts outward bound. Should be followed by the NACC Indian. Mercurius VTS, copied, departing for the Iona. All received, thank you.
Curious, thank you.
What's James Dawson talking about? He's got some history pouring out of him there, isn't he? I think we're talking about cruise ships that came to Port Southampton: Orient Line, P&O, Cunard, Union Castle, Shore, Savile, and Albion. Wow, some of those I've not heard of. It's be interesting. I'd have to see if I can find some information how many port movements there were in the 80s compared to how many there are today. I'm guessing it's a lot more today. Shipmate Spike wants Chris from VTS to have a word with the pilots and implement a policy of testing the ship's horns as they pass Mayflower Park. I think it's a very good idea. Safety and all that. Right, so that's the coral methane. She's just finished bunkering with Iona and she's parking up on 4041 berth. And they should be overnighting here and then heading back to fill up Arvia next tomorrow. Interestingly, coral methane used to go off and bunker down. I used to go off and drop anchor somewhere off of the Isle of Wight.
VTS, Red Jet 7, shortly away from Town Quay for Cairns, please.
But she doesn't seem to do that anymore.
Red Jet 7 VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Shipmate James also says they were shipping lines rather than ships. Yes, I gathered they were shipping lines. I haven't heard of
VTS, we'll discover.
the one you mentioned.
We'll discover VTS, good afternoon.
Yeah, VTS, we'll discover. Good afternoon.
Getting away from the Iona 46 berth. The wheel carry 250 at 221 berth, please.
Well, Discover VHS, that's all received. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, shipmate Sharon Shepherd, she likes the Celebrity Apex.
Yes, we'll supply this will be following the Discover back to the Empress.
She likes the Celebrity Apex. Just a stunning ship, stands out with the way the weather is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is quite a sort of grey, I say grey day. It's not really grey, it's just a bit overcast. And there's no real sort of colour in the sky, and the water therefore is reflecting that. So it's a bit of a greyish sky, greyish water. The Celebrity Apex looking very blue and white with the orange magic carpet or flying carpet. I never remember which one it is. Whichever one it is, I get it wrong.
Thanks, Chris. Got all those.
Yeah, it's very calm out there today. No bouncing around of Netlycam, not in the wind. Shipmate Sean. Oh, okay. So we've got some extra information. Coral Methane also bunkering Explorer 3 with LNG on Monday at Ocean Terminal. Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know. Yes, Explorer 3 will be at the Ocean Terminal. Shipmate Electric Gamer says a Magic Carpet is the name. Yes, Magic Carpet, yeah. I think I prefer Flying Carpet. You can see the Celebrity Apex heading down Southampton Water, one of the red funnels ferries in the distance there. Quite a few yachts out and about today. I think it's probably not really enough wind for the yachts, but the conditions are lovely. I'm also wondering if we've had so much good weather that people now have done a lot of sailing, been out on the water a lot, and there's less drive to go and do it. Normally in a season, you don't get too many good weather days, so when you do, you make the most of them. There you go, there's the Coral Methane. She's about to dock at 4041.
VTS Iona.
Oh, Iona's on the radio. There she is.
Iona VTS, very good afternoon to you, Noel.
Yeah, good afternoon, Chris. Port side on 46, drafts 8.67. I've got figures if you're ready. She's off to Stavanger and just giving notice now, so we should be good to get away at 1700.
Iona VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Insignia, underway now, outward bound. You are cleared to proceed following the Insignia. Traffic clearance is approved at 1648 and ready for figures.
VTS Iona. Yeah, all copy. Clear to go after the Insignia, and figures are passengers 6395, crew 1698, for a total of 8093.
Iona VTS, that is all copied. Just to confirm, passengers 6395, crew 1698, total of 8093 plus your good self.
VTS Iona, yeah, that's all correct, thanks.
All received, Noel, thank you, and say hello to our favourite info.
Will do.
Southampton VTS, Celebrity Apex, hook out main channel to you, thank you.
Celebrity Apex VTS, that is all copied, thank you.
The Insignia is heading off. We've had passenger and crew numbers for Iona, 6,395 crew passengers on Iona. According to my records, it's 130 more than maximum occupancy. So that's a very full ship on Iona. And what was the crew? The crew was 1698, which is about 70 off of maximum complement, full complement of crew. But we are looking at the Oceania Insignia now. That's Iona. Oceania Insignia Where is she off to? I'm sure she's off to quite an interesting cruise. Normally are the Oceania ships. There's a few shipmates up and about aboard. We haven't had any passenger crew numbers yet. This is a 15-day one-way trip from Oslo to Norway. Sorry, from Southampton to Oslo in Norway.
Redjet 6 VTS all received. Thank you, Celebrity Apex at the Reach Outward Bound Clear Channel.
She is departing the port of Southampton today. I think it's part of a much larger cruise. Yes. So she's actually on a 36-day cruise one way from Reykjavik to Oslo, Norway, taking the long way, basically. And that's part of this cruise. While this leg, you can get on for just this leg, and this leg is Southampton to Oslo, Norway, and for 15 nights. And that's calling in at Rossendal in Norway, Nordefjord in Norway, Ålesund in Norway, Moldal in Norway, Kristiansund in Norway, Molay in Norway, Stavanger in Norway, Mandal in Norway, Copenhagen in Denmark, and then back to Oslo in Norway. That's the ultimate destination there. I don't know. I haven't had any passenger crew numbers yet for the Oceania, but there will not be as many people. I'm suspecting there's probably around about 650 passengers on board. She's quite a small ship by comparison. Only 30,000 gross tons. Built in 1998, makes her 28 years old. But not often we get cruise ships this old. There's a number of sister ships: the Azamara Journey, Azamara Quest, Azamara Pursuit, Azamara Onward, and the Oceania Serena, Oceania Nautica, Oceania Aurelia, and the Oceania Regatta. Oh, we've had numbers. I've had the radio on mute. Excellent. Spanner Keris has had the numbers done. 574 passengers on board. That's what I thought. So that's considerably less than a double occupancy. My monitor is blacked out. That's back again. Right, very disconcerting. So the Oceania Insignia carries out lots of interesting cruises. This being one of them. Sounds like the Iona is ready to go as well. So once the Oceania Insignia is passed, the Iona will head out as well. So after this cruise, she then heads from Norway via the Baltic states, Tallinn in Estonia, Stockholm, Rostock in Germany. She heads to through the Kiel Canal, calls in at Umugen in Holland, back to Tilbury in London. She's actually in Tilbury for a little while. She's got some 43-day cruise from Tilbury to Venice. If you're interested in a cruise on Oceania, I've been on there for a few lunches, a few ships tours. I certainly like them. Here's an idea. Legacy of the Windsors. Apparently this one is for May of next year. Calling in at Newcastle, Leith for Edinburgh, Invergordon, Greenock for Belfast, for Glasgow, Belfast, Dublin, Holyhead, Waterford, Bowie, because I know that's how you like it pronounced, and the Port of Southampton. And that's 12 days. That's how much is that? That's 3,000 for an inside, 4,600 for a veranda. Lots are included with the Oceania cruises, so you get all sorts of things included. Celebrity Apex, she's now taking her turn around Cashot Spit. It is looking very calm out there in Southampton water. Great shot here, straight down the pointy end of Celebrity Apex. Yes, very calm indeed. Such a gentle weathered day out there. Very little breeze makes the water nice and calm. Seems to be a lot of nostalgia chatting.
BTS, Red Eagle, afternoon, Charlie Way, roll clear to cows, please.
Seems to be a lot of nostalgic chat about old ships that have left the port of Southampton over the years. You can just see the Celebrity Apex there in the distance above the bow of Iona. She heads out. Iona due away next. Should move my cameras around to the right place so that we can see what's going on. Disappointing, no Hornage yet today. Iona should give us a honk. She's reasonably reliable at the honks. But we've had a disappointing lack of Hornage today. There's another cruise on Oceania for May of next year. Bountiful British Isles. Isn't that something that Bernard Matthews used to talk about? He was talking about bountiful things, I'm sure.
BTS, Insignia, Western Show.
BTS, thank you.
Now that's a day at sea. New Haven, Edinburgh, Aberdeen, Kirkwall in the Orkney Islands, Stornoway in the Isle of Lewis of Harris, Killybegs, Belfast, Donlogie Hares, Cove, Dartmouth. Usual stop for a cruise ship, and then back to the port of Southampton.
And you'll see Nak Indian, approaching Sturbridge.
Having a quick look at the lines on Iona, still attached. Pilot did say they would be heading out once the Oceania Insignia had passed. So I don't see much going on. Everything looks like it's still tied up. We have have the... Oh, hello. Hello, hello. What's that? What's that? What's that indeed? There is the Oceania Insignia passing by the pitching cam. I think we have a flag, shipmates. First flag of the day. Okay, right. Let's have a look. I couldn't really see on port cam. Let's see if I can get a better view on cruise cam. It's yellow and red, as far as I can see. And that's not particularly helpful when you're trying to work out what a flag is. James Dawson says it looks like Staffordshire. Do you know, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I can't see the top though, so and it doesn't have a blue bar at the top, which Staffordshire does, but it has some symbol like the knot in the middle, which Staffordshire does. I think it might be a Staffordshire variant of a flag. According to my information here, it's got a blue box across the top with a sort of liney thing in it. But yeah, I think I'll go with Staffordshire on that one. Excellent, well done. First flag of the day. I think that might be the first. That might be the first Staffordshire flag. Let me go and check my information. Shipmate Sue Alsop says it's the Staffordshire knot. There we go. Learn something every day. Ooh, I can see a little shipmate there.
VGS, coral methane, hold fast on 4041.
Coral methane, all understood, thank you.
Let's have a look at my list of flags, see if we've had a Staffordshire one before.
Southampton VTS for illegal.
Red Eagle
VTS Red Eagle, yeah, just to inform you, we believe we've just seen there's a orange life ring on the entrance to Royal Pier, just by the old pier.
Okay, so it's definitely a ring, not another object, definitely a ring.
Definitely a ring floating on its side with a bird on top.
Bird on top. Yeah, that's the first Staffordshire flag of this year. I've reset my counter so I can just make a note to see which variety of flags we get for this year. So what's Staffordshire? What is the date today? It's the 15th of August 2026. Excellent. Well done, shipmates. Thank you for flying a different county flag. There it is. Oh, hello. It looks like we've got another one. Oh, what have we got there? I think I know that one. I do know that one because I've seen that one frequently when I've been up that neck of the woods. That is a Nottinghamshire, if memory serves me correctly, because it's the Robin Hood country, and there's in the centre is a chap with a bow and arrow. Excellent. Well. We're doing well today for flags. Do you know what? I'll go and check my list, but I suspect that's the first Nottinghamshire flag we've had as well. Let's have a look. Nottinghamshire. Oh, no, we've had a Nottinghamshire one in June, middle of June. Oh, I didn't think we'd had one. Now, shipmate James Dawson says it's the old Staffordshire flag. Okay, that explains it. Thank you for that, shipmate, for tidying up that question there. There is the magic carpet that on the side of Stability Apex. That goes up and down. It's a restaurant and bar during the day. And when the ship is using the lifeboats to tender to port, that drops down to water level and makes it the tendering platform. I think that's what those little sticky out bits are, that were vertical. That's for the tenders to rub up against the side.
VTS, the gas defiance, all fast SO1, Portside 2.
Gas defiance, thank you, Olin.
Thank you.
We have another one on Iona. Somewhat of a struggle. It's either, I think this one that's on Iona could be one that I see fairly often as well. Can't see much of it. But if it's the one I think it is Wiltshire, and I see that one fairly often because I'm often up in the Wiltshire area on the old Iron Horse. So I've seen a few. Yeah, I think it is Wiltshire. For some reason I thought it was something else when it was flapping. Oh yeah, I've got a bit of, yeah, that's Wiltshire. That's Wiltshire with the gold bird or whatever it is in the centre. I think it's round the wrong way. I think it might be upside down.
Yes, Red Jet 6, Northwest Atlin, permission to continue at speed, please.
No, it's not upside down. It's left to right. That's why. That's what's up with that one.
Yes, good.
So is that the first Wiltshire flag? I have a feeling that might be. Let's have a quick look. Wiltshire. Yes, first Wiltshire flag of 2026. Well done, shipmates. Many thanks for flying that one. Put that down, 15th of August. Brilliant. We have some excellent flags today. 3 flags. Oh, looks like we've got one line down on the stern of Iona. She should be way next. Hopefully she's going to give us some honks of the horn. She's normally a reliable honker, is Iona. We've been a little bit shortchanged today. Too busy looking at the flags to notice the lines were going down. Shipmate James Dawson says the bird on the Wiltshire flag is the golden great bustard. Thank you. Thank you, that shipmate James Dawson. I didn't actually know what the bird was. Some sort of barge there. Oh, I think it might be I think they're doing some surveying there. Shipmate JF says, have you had a Derbyshire flag this year? Let me check. Derbyshire. Yes, had a Derbyshire flag on the 1st of May. Oh, yeah. So there is our old-fashioned Staffordshire flag that needs to be updated, and what looks to be a current Nottinghamshire flag. Shipmate Liz of Leeborn says we need shield or import to get the ships honking. We do indeed. Although my confidence is high for Iona. She's normally pretty good at honking. I should better check the outside microphone, shouldn't I? There's me waffling away about not hearing horns, then the outside microphone won't be on. It is 10 past 5 now, so I'm a touch late. Yep, outside microphone working. Looks like some young shipmates there. Give us a wave. Well done, shipmates. Hope you have a good cruise. And there have been a couple of shipmates who said they're going to bring county flags from places like Ireland, and makes my job tricky. Now, shipmate James Dawson says the Wiltshire flag. The bird honours the reintroduction of them to Salisbury Plain and the stone circle representing Stonehenge and Avebury, as well as Wiltshire's 6 neighbouring counties. Oh, there you go. Looks like all the lines are down on Iona now. Yeah, line is coming in at the stern as well. Shipmates, Rain and Rail Enthusiast says we can feel the engine, so hopefully not long now. Ah, yeah, you're certainly right, shipmates. Not long now at all. You are definitely on the move. I'm expecting a horn from Iona shortly. There's the lines just coming in. There's the one at the stern in. There she goes. Yep, she's on the move.
Thank you. Received outward bound traffic Celebrity Apex at Prince Consort. Hello, Southampton.
There we go. Iona didn't let us down in the end. She's a good ship, unlike some others that I shouldn't mention. I think there's a couple more incoming for the reversing honks. Just about see Celebrity Apex there in the distance, just faintly passing by the Isle of Wight. Excellent. Good, good, good. So we got some honks in the end. Now, in case you're wondering, where is Iona off to? I'm not going to check, although I'm pretty confident I know where she's going, but just throw in a few curveballs every now and again. She is off on an 8-day round trip to the fjords, calling in at Stavanger in Norway, Olden in Norway, Heliset in Norway, Hogshead in Norway, and then back to the port of Southampton. I'm only just saying that she throws in the curveball because the last one she went down to Spain for a week, which is rather unexpected. I think it's the first season she's been doing that. It's a little bit reduced visibility in the distance. And if we've got any more flags, I shall check with Boxcam, see if we've got any more flags on balconies. A lot of people on the balconies. To be honest, if I was on that ship, I think I'd be enjoying the air conditioning. Oh, hello, I can see a flag. Definitely see a flag. Can't tell what that is from this distance. It'll be coming shortly on the other camera. It almost look like a Canadian flag, but I don't think that's the case. I think so. I mean, lots of shipmates on their balconies. Do you know what? I might have been right. I spotted that from a massive distance away. Oh, no, it's not Canadian. What is it then? Oh, that's... I don't know what that is. I don't think that's a county flag.
Oh, Hawaii, Southampton VTS.
I'm guessing it's probably a football team. There always seem to be flags for football teams if I can't guess what they are. Maybe some shipmates, eagle-eyed shipmates in the chats can get that one.
Hawaii, yes. Yes, another dredger coming from the east. Apollonia, Aberstad, and Vicarium.
They're obviously watching the stream. They're giving us a good wave. I think that was it. Three waves, and he's totally exhausted, shattered, overheating. If you are watching the live stream, shipmates, have to let us know what the flag is, because we don't know. Nobody's got that one.
Iona, Red Falcon.
Yes, it did look like Canada from far away, didn't it? I think it was the borders or something. Oh, there might be another one. Is there another flag? Keeping my eyes peeled for flags. Difficult to tell if they're flags or people's brightly coloured t-shirts. So many people out on their balconies. Oh, I can see a yellow something. No, that's just somebody's hanging something over the corner. Oh, that looks like Iona's got tug assistance. I wonder why that is. Must have a mechanical fault because there is no wind here today in port. Normally, the only time I've ever seen tugs is one, if there's a lot of wind in port, or two, if there's a mechanical issue. Maybe she's got a mechanical issue. Oh, that's unusual. I did hear something like a tug on the radio, but I wasn't paying much attention. Shipmate Pluto Benny says Castleford Tigers Rugby Football Club. Yeah, not much chance of me getting that one. I've never been to Castleford Tigers Rugby Club before. And we've got the Spitzer Mercurius there and the Red Falcon nipping past. It's all go here in port, isn't it? Shipmate Hans-Olof Morg says, thinks it looks like a whole city flag. Blimey, what do you know about football over there in Norway? No more than I do. Yeah, I don't know why there's a tug assistance. Oh, shipmate Steve says Luton Town. Oh, there's all sorts of guesses then. We don't actually know what it is.
Not Indian Southampton. So thank you, received. Traffic and woodbound San Malo, Pembridge Ledge. 2 dredges will be working southeast, Aberstad and Apollonia. NYK remote boarding pilot 1800 to Bravo.
So 3 flags on Iona today. That's fantastic. Got the Staffordshire flag, Nottinghamshire flag.
Insignia, the Red Eagle. Good afternoon.
And 1 unknown football club flag. Shipmate Tosh says, could it be the weight? Could it be the weight? Good question. I don't think so.
Yeah, Insignia, Red Eagle, just on your port quarter there. I can see you're doing about 8.5 knots, so we're doing 15. We're going to come outside the channel if you're happy, and then we'll overtake you outside the channel.
Can you please repeat?
Yep, I'm on your port quarter. I'm going to be coming outside the channel, and we'll overtake you outside the channel.
Copy that you will overtake us outside of the channel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shipmate Jay says, Jay Miller says, hello, it's Jay from Castleford. It's not a Canada flag, it's Castleford. Yeah, I can see it's not a Canada flag when I got closer.
Thank you, all received, and you have permission.
Waving the flag might be, thought the flag might be different. It's very different, shipmate. Never seen that before, that's for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of shipmates on board, isn't there? There's 6,000 and whatever it was, a lot of shipmates on board. It is definitely Castleford. Good. We've sorted that one. We now know it's the Castleford, what was it? Castleford Rugby League flag? Rugby League Club. Yeah, it's actually clouded over a bit. Is that affecting the temperature? I'm not, from what I can feel in my cabin, it's now 32.2 in the captain's cabin. Currently 27.7, a very gentle breeze, gusting to 10 knots, but only a few knots. Visibility 31.5 nautical miles and humidity 53%. Like the Iona's more or less completed her swing there. Shipmate Hansel of Mork said Hull City Football Club bought a Norwegian football player. I'm not even pronouncing that. Jens Hieto Dahl a couple of days ago. Oh, that's how you know. I did wonder how you'd suddenly... Not that you wouldn't know about Hull City Football Club, but that makes a lot of sense.
PTS, UKDC line.
Line.
Good afternoon, ma'am. We're finishing this area now. We're going to move up towards Dockhead here, wait for the Iona to sail, and then pull from the Greens main channel off Dockhead over.
The line. Yes, thank you.
With a shipmate, Stacey Wormleyton. So we've just got off Iona this morning. Fabulous trip to Spain. Was that the first trip for Iona to Spain?
VTS, Red Jet 6, shortly away from Town Quay.
Just thank you. Great to proceed. Iona is on the way now. Completed first wing. UKDC line is returning to the dockhead slowly. Insignia at the hook. She is not clear channel.
All copy, thank you.
Do you fancy a cruise on Iona? This one is available for next year.
Yes, ready, got the hook out.
Surprise that special shipmate in your life with a Valentine's Northern Europe city escape. 7 nights on board. Calls in at Rotterdam in the Netherlands. Overnight, right by the Erasmus Bridge there. Ideal location. Then Zeebrugge in Belgium. A day at sea, hamburgers in Germany, and then back to the port of Southampton. That's 7 nights on board. Inside from 549. Balcony from only 679 per person. Think about that. You could take your special shipmate on a cruise and you wouldn't need to cook dinner for 7 nights, would you? Or breakfast, or lunch. All the catering's done. You just need to turn up.
Thank you.
There's these fits and curious. I say it's unusual for the cruise ship to be tugged out, so I'm only assuming there's a technical fault. Might have to send Chris a message. What's Mercurius doing? Is she going for some evasive manoeuvres? Just larking about. I think the red jet's going to go around the starboard side of Iona.
DTS Mercurius, information there's a life ring off of the ocean docks. We're just going to pick it up.
Ah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, that's what they're doing. They found a life ring somewhere. Where's the life ring then? Oh, there it is. I see it. Oh, yes. Is that the same life ring that the seagull was sitting on earlier, I wonder? They were talking about? There it is. You can just about see it. A little disc of orange. Yeah, I think it was one of the red funnel ferries, or the red jets, said there was a life ring. Okay, what's he got? Has he got his big pole? He's got his big pole. Oh, yeah, nicely done by the tug driver there. He's getting right next to it. Very impressive skills. Not as easy as you think to try and get close to a floating object. But they practice these things quite a lot, man, over board drills. Oh, that looks like that's come off of a pleasure craft, I would think. It looks like it's got the line. That white bit in the middle holds the line, so when you throw it to someone, it keeps it attached to the vessel. Well, that was quick. Very efficient. They practice all those sorts of things a lot, so they're very good at doing that sort of thing. Very good at rescuing life rings and people.
DTS Mercurius, that's the life ring recovered. There's no vessel name on it.
There we go.
Okay, no, that's great. Thank you very much. No name on it. Is it quite old?
Sorry, could you repeat, please?
Is it old or quite new looking?
Doesn't look particularly old. It's quite new.
Okay, thank you very much.
There we go. 1 life ring rescued. Wow, I'm just looking at the stern of Iona here. Gosh, now that is a full ship, isn't it? Yeah, the sunshine bar there. So we've got people doing some dancing moves. Water's splashing out of the infinity pool.
Just previous all copy, thank you. Clear to proceed. Outward bound, Insignia, Stone Channel, not clear channel. And Iona, it's the dockhead.
Well, the shipmate Knott's Finest says, why are they called Svitzer? That's because they're owned by the company. The towing company is called Svitzer. So hence they name all their tugs Svitzer this and Svitzer that. There's a Svitzer down there. Somebody else mentioned about the size. Shipmate Nicholas Saw says, yeah, the tugs are quite big, really, aren't they? Yes, I think it's very deceptive. You don't realise how big the tug is until I zoom in and you see people on them, and they are actually very large vessels. But it's not obviously clear sometimes how large they are. They hide their size well. They're proportioned perfectly. And there goes the Iona off to her regular jaunts to the fields. Last week she went off to Spain, which is unusual. She doesn't normally go down to Spain. Fancy a Christmas and New Year on Iona. December this year. 16 nights on board. And that starts on the 19th of December. So I think you spend Christmas Day at sea. Calls it a Funchal in Madeira. Then Santa Cruz in Tenerife. Fuerteventura. Las Palmas, Gran Canaria. Lanzarote. Cadiz, Lisbon in Spain, La Coruña in Spain, back to the port of Southampton, and that's from $18.19 per person for an inside cabin December this year. Well, there's shipmate Elizabeth Leafborn says, am I still hoping to go behind the scenes of a tug? Certainly am. Our excellent shipmate who's in the chat, I don't think he's in the chat today, Daniel's live. He has been talking to he works on a Svitzer tug. I'm sure he wouldn't mind me telling you all that, as you probably know. He works on the Svitzer Bargate, and I think he's now allowed to drive it by himself. He's been shadowing for a while, and I think he's up to speed, so he is going to be giving me a little show around. He's going to give me a full tour of the tug, and with any luck we're also going to go out on a tow. We're going to tow in a vessel. Hopefully a large container ship. That will be very exciting. There's the Oceania Signa. She's just making her way around Bramblebank, where the cricket match was this morning, which I totally missed. I don't know how I missed that. They don't announce the time of the cricket match until quite close to the event. For some reason this year, I just didn't see it. Every time I checked, it said time's up and coming, and then it happened. Very annoyed the captain is with that, I'll have to say. Yeah, we've got a bit overcast. Look at that, some clouds. I'm not seeing clouds for a while. I haven't seen rain for, I think, months. Could be quite a nice sunset this evening. Yeah, I think it might be quite nice.
Southampton BTS, the Celebrity Apex through the forts outward bound north and east of town to the east, thank you.
The Apex region. Thank you, received inward bound traffic for you. Split 2 crossing new ground for Langston. Next boarding is NYK Remus 1800 Bravo. And 2 dredges working southeast of the Mayflower.
Yeah, thanks a lot, got that. Where was the NAC Indian, NACC Indian going, please? She east or west?
East as well.
East as well, okay, thank you.
There's the Oceania Insignia off on her way off a long way. She's taking the long way from Reykjavik to Norway, going via the UK and all sorts of places. That's the beauty of these smaller ships. They have a variety of destinations that the larger ships can't necessarily get into. As a consequence, the smaller ships are also quite a lot more expensive. Well, the shipmate Chris Buster says it's going to rain in 2 weeks' time. That's when I sail out on Queen Anne, so guaranteed. Oh, you're one of those, are you, shipmate? You're one of those that can bring the force of the rain with you. Yes, I'm equally that. I'm supposed to be going on a group motorcycle ride in a week's time on Sunday, and it looks like that's going to be raining as well. Oh, shipmate Nicholas Hall says there was a very short, sharp shower at Cowshot last Tuesday. Yes, someone was telling me about that. Someone who I know lives over on the other side of the water. They said there was they live over in Fawley, and there was nothing in Fawley, but there was a quick shower at Cowshot. Very interesting. The Iona's heading up Southampton water, down to Cowshot Spit. I noticed there's quite a few powerboats and things whizzing around at the moment. Quite a nice one there coming in.
Southampton VTS, switch champion. VTS for champion at stations SO6, going up to the Empress. PEC is 1063, draft 5.8 and 9 POV.
We champion VTS, thank you already. And you're free to proceed, but have Iona outward bound, approaching Lanes Lake.
Iona at Lanes Lake, thank you.
The Oceania Insignia heading off on a 15-day one-way trip from Southampton to Oslo, calling in at Rosendal in Norway, Nordefjord in Norway, Ålesund in Norway, Mal in Norway,
BTS Celebrity Apex,
Kristiansand in Norway, Maløy in Norway, Stavanger in Norway, Mandal in Norway, and then Copenhagen in Denmark.
I'm going to last just to deconflict the traffic a little bit. I think we'll head west of the tower and head east afterwards, south of the tower, just to deconflict. Confirm the next boarding 1800s boarding east, is that right?
BTS.
Celebrity Apex. Yes, boarding NYK Remus east of the Nav Tower, and then I have nothing coming to the west at the moment.
Yeah, okay, we'll go west and get out of the way of everything.
All right, so you're going. So that's the Celebrity Apex on radio, which we're picking up quite clearly, actually, all the way over down by the forts. So he's going to go west of the tower. Here's the Nav Tower. There is quite a lot of traffic around here, as we were talking about.
Eagle.
All sorts of things coming and going. So he's going to go around here where it's a bit quieter.
Evening, Ryan. Happy with it? Perfect. Thanks very much.
Yes, it's a bit grey out there, isn't it? Not as colourful as we have seen lately. Clouds have come over. Hopefully it's going to cool down a little bit. Could do with that.
VTS, Witstar.
David.
VTS, Witstar. I'd like to let go from 25 berth. Bound for SO number 6. Got a draft of 4.5. PC 069 and 11 on board.
Southampton, yes, thank you, all received, clear to proceed. Traffic for you, UKG Sea Line is working south of Dockhead.
Sea Line at Dockhead, thanks.
Yeah, it's looking very calm out there indeed. Shipmate Nicholas also says, you saw a YouTube video about the...
Southampton VTS, Wit Challenger.
She said she saw a video about the NAB tower. Very noisy inside when it was manned. Yeah, the NAB tower is an odd thing. It's a big concrete cylinder that was... There's not very deep water over there by the NAB, so they just dropped this massive... I want to say concrete cylinder. It's about the size of a large house. So they dropped it in the water. And when they dropped it, the seabed wasn't quite level, so it's got a tiny bit of a tilt to it. It's a bit like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, the NAB tower. Only quite subtle.
Yeah, we'll cast off once she's out of the Empress, so we'll follow Witstar.
The UKG Sea Line is working south of Dockhead.
Understood, thank you.
Perfect conditions for sail away. Lovely and warm, no wind. Lots of shipmates on board Iona for you to get to know. It's just lacking a bit of colour, but I think it might be a good sunset this evening. Yeah, so Iona's heading a little more often now down to the Spain and Canaries and Portugal and those sorts of locations, especially in the winter time. It's got quite a few of those coming up. Quick look. Yeah, Fields, and then the next one, end of August, she's heading down to Spain again, and then back to the Fields, and then it looks like in October, she's off 2 weeks, being off October, down to Spain and Portugal. Shipmate Raymond Morris has booked her for the Caribbean for January next year. Oh, that looks a great cruise. Now, something like 35 days or something. Big old cruise, that one. Well, shipmates, hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. I'm going to probably have to call it a day because it's now at 33 in the captain's cabin, and it's getting a little bit warm for the captain, if I'm honest. But I should return tomorrow. What do we have tomorrow? We have, look, what is that tomorrow? 3 ships tomorrow. Liberty of the Seas, Queen Anne and Avia. And Monday, Disney Dream and Explorer 3. Now, Chris from VTS is going to have a word with Disney Dream about honking a horn a bit more, so let's see if that works out. And Explorer 3 is a brand new ship, so we may well have a water salute for her arrival. Not for the departure, but maybe for the arrival. I'll have to look into that. I should continue following. Oh, look, we can see the Oceania Insignia over there in the distance, past the Isle of Wight. Dainty little thing. I shall continue following the Iona out. But I must need to pop down to the galley and refresh my icy, watery beverage before I head off and to find a proper beer somewhere else. Right, shipmates, if you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. And if you're already subscribed, many thanks for your continued support. If you're a member of the channel, a Patreon, a supporter, or a PayPal donor, many thanks for your continued support. And of course, most of all, thanks to the Blue Spanner crew for looking after the chat in this one and all the other ones, and helping the captain out when he forgets things. And I shall set up the live stream for a week Saturday, and we'll have a guess the number of passengers departing the port of Southampton, because it will be a busy 4-ship Saturday. See if someone can win something from the ship's store again. Right, until next time, shipmates.
Indian Celebrity Apex cruise ship astern of you, sir. I'm going out west of the nav tower, so I'll be overtaking in your starboard side. If you could edge yourself a little bit more to port, as you safely can do so, that would be much appreciated. You're altering course to port. We will overtake. Celebrity Apex.
VTS for Jet 7 shortly away from Town Quay.
Remus VTS, yeah, up for SCT1, starboard side 2.
VTS for Jet 7 shortly, clearing Town Quay for cows, please.
VTS Whitstar just past Western Shelf out.
Jet 6, afternoon, Lorna. Got the Iona there, just at Hawk outbound, clear channel.
BTS, Red Falcon, Royal Clear to Cows, please.
Red Falcon BTS, that's all copy, thank you. Sea line in. Via sea line in. Sea line in. Cool, happy. Watching. Watching. Sorry, yeah? Are you transmitting?
BTS, Red Jet 7.
Red Jet 7, BTS.
BTS, Red Jet 7, yeah, tried to call a couple of times. Just pass Hopeline out, please.
Yeah, 7 BTS, we were talking to another vessel down the NAB, and yeah, we've just had a radio drop out, so yeah, all received.
BTS, you can. BTS, UKDC line.
Sea line, BTS.
Good evening, sir. Were you talking about us or trying to call us? Because I heard our name several times when you were communicating with Daria in the background.
Sea line, BTS, no, we were just doing handover.
Okay. Thanks very much, sir.
Apex BTS, that's all copy, thank you. Got the NACC Indian there, outbound southeast of the tower. MYK Remus, inward bound, the Vox Apollonia. She is currently working at NAB Dredge area. North of the outer NABs and then to the east. All received, thank you. Red Osprey VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Whit Star there, running down to Lanes Lake, outbound.
Southampton Patrol, this is Emma 2. VTS Southampton, this is Emma 2.
Station calling VTS.
We want to go, we have the 7D Western Shell Buoy, and we want to go to the Town Quay Marina.
That's all copied, sir, and you are clear to proceed with caution.
Right, thank you.
Sea Lion, Challenger. Sea Lion with Challenger.
with Challenger, Sea Line.
Challenger, Sea Lion.
Challenger, Sea Line. Are you up or down towards Esso?
We go upstream and we will stick to red.
Okay, then I'll pull her back towards the give me your room. Sorry about that. I didn't realise you were coming. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
VTS, Red Jet 6, Northwest Netley, permission to carry on at speed, please.
Red Jet 6, VTS, all copied and cleared to pursue with caution. Sea Lion still working there, south of Dockhead. Got the Wick Challenger. She's going up to 106 berth. Dockhead gauge is 2.01.
Okay, thanks, Chris.
VTS, the Insignia 4 hours now, intending to head out north-east south.
Insignia VTS, that's all copy, thank you. NYK Remus approaching St Helens, inward bound. Vox Apollonia, she is working southeast of the tower, and the AI Avocet also working southeast of the tower.